Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. I'm Tinesha Davis. This is Fun and Budget, and in today's video we are going to go over our October budget review. Okay, because as y'all know, we do live by a budget. We do, and this is our way of making a financial plan for success. And it is my belief that once you make a budget, it really doesn't matter if you don't go back to actually review and see how close you came to the budget or where your budget may have went off of the hooks. Okay, so let's talk about it, guys. On this side of the paper is what I said I would make, and on this side of the paper is what I actually did. If it's highlighted in pink, it means I did better than expected. And if it's highlighted in blue, it means I either did worse than I expected or I didn't budget for it at all, which is okay. Because life is life and not everything is going to be predictable, okay? And sometimes some things pop up. As long as you're being mindful with what you're doing with your money, it is okay. It is okay. Unless it's not okay. Unless you really can't afford what it is you're out there in them streets doing. But the story of your budget will tell you that. So let's look at the story of my budget, okay? All right. So, in the month of October, I projected that I would bring home $13,526 in income. I actually did a little better than that. I brought home $14,270. This is an increase of $744 more than I expected. And this is after our payroll deductions. This is after taxes. So this is the money that actually hit my bank account, okay? So of that $14,270, here's what I did. I said my mortgage would be $1,536, and I actually sent in a little more to make it a nice even round number. I sent in $1,601. HOA was $109. The gas bill came in a little higher than expected. I said 41. It came in at 50, and that's to be expected with the change in weather, getting cold out there, and so we are actually warming the house up. Electricity, I said 222. It came in at $226. The cell phone, and this is for 3 phones that are on my plan, plus it's for the internet service that I get from my cell phone provider, and it's for the upcharge that I've added to Netflix to get the high definition account, and that is $177. The internet service is $70. Home security system, $54. Housekeeping, $180, and that is for the housekeepers to come in 1 time a month. The lawn service, $135. This should be coming to a close as the weather is changing, but I do believe we probably still have November to go, okay? The mattress and platform bed that I am financing is going to be $300, and at this rate, I am on track to pay this off in a good 12 months. If I send in $300 a month, and no more and no less, okay? 12 months. The finance plan that I'm on is for 36 months, which is interest-free. That's all good, but we're on trend to pay it off way ahead of the 36-month mark. Insurance, and this is for my car and also for my home insurance and somebody else's insurance that I pay, is $398. Car property taxes, because it is that time of the year again, that came in at $393. And I also paid my house property taxes for $4,284, but that isn't reflected from the income that I brought in. I actually paid that out of my savings account, okay, because I do set aside money every single month to pay my taxes, and so that's where it came from, okay? But I just wanted to reflect that so that I can see how much I actually paid in my taxes that I pay twice a year. I'll be paying another bill in December. Yeah, okay. Easy Pass. I said $100, and I actually spent more money. It came in at $186. Now, typically, Easy Pass is about $25 a month for me. However, I did do a few road trips that incorporated me going to Massachusetts, Connecticut, Rhode Island, and New York. So I am not mad at it. That was just the essential road trip, and that is what came out. Amazon Prime, I pay this once a month. I said $120 because that's what it was last year, but it came in at $139, and that is an increase of $19. Now, once again, we got to ask ourselves the question, is it worth it? Amazon Prime, is it worth it? We really need to look at the benefits. First of all, I don't order things from Amazon that much. See, we live in this instant gratification world where we want something and we want it now, or either we just don't properly plan for it, so we feel like when we place an order, we have to have it the next day. Amazon has become the new Walmart, has become the new Target, has become the new place to go instead of going to the place to go, right? Sometimes we can find better deals, we can find a wider variety of things, we can find cuter things. But $139 a year, I don't watch the service TV. I don't watch that much. I also don't read the books because we do get free books that we can read once a month, I believe, for free with Amazon Prime. Also, they have a music service that I don't use. So I either need to start asking myself, what can I do to cut this expense? And for me, that would mean sharing it with somebody else and we split that cost. Or I just need to cut it all together because $120 to $139 gives you something to think about. So I need to talk to the people and see what we're going to do about Amazon Prime. Because no. And I say that to you guys too. If you have an annual subscription service, an annual thing, ask yourself, what can you do to lower that price? Now, we all know the thing with Netflix. They don't want people sharing accounts, right? But just ask yourself if there's ways around it. Are there people who actually do live in your household that you can actually split expenses with? Just a thought. Okay. YouTube. Now, actually, I said $23. That would have been for YouTube. But this is going to be for subscription services because I did have a trial subscription that I did not cancel. And so, therefore, it came in at $35. And that was for Paramount. I think it's called Paramount Plus or something to that effect. There was a series that I watched on it that I really enjoyed, and I really should have canceled it. But in the meantime, $35. Bank of America credit card fee, $95. American Express credit card fee, $250. And I have separate videos where I break these fees out to really analyze, is that worth it? And we probably need to do the same thing with Amazon Prime. Is Amazon Prime worth it? Now, one thing we do know for sure, if you're not using it, it's not worth it. I already confessed to what I wasn't using. But maybe I need to get into the habit of using the services that these things provide. Otherwise, that fee is just not worth it. But if you want to check out Bank of America and American Express Gold and see if those services are worth it, if that fee is worth it, check out my other videos, okay? Okay. Groceries. I really did not do any grocery shopping in the month of October. I only spent $20, and that was to go into the grocery store to buy ingredients to make homemade cookies. Y'all, if I'm spending $20 to make some cookies from scratch, y'all know what that means. That meant that I could have bought some cookies for cheaper. Or I could have even bought the, what is it? The little roll, the little cookie dough roll. I could have bought that. But this was a recipe. Also, I also bought a Christmas card for somebody. So Christmas card was probably about $6. So $6 out of that $20, that's what I paid for cookies. Restaurants. Yes, we were out there in them streets having a feast. $386 I spent in restaurants. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. But technically, $47 was at Chick-fil-A, and that is when me and my sisters and we all went through the Chick-fil-A drive-thru on a road trip, and I picked up the expense for that. Also, I went to Dat Jerk Chicken with my other sister, and I picked up that tab. That was $52 for both of us. And I went to the Crab Shack, one of them crab boil places, and that was 5 people that I treated, and that came to $136. So if we subtract those restaurant fees for group activities from that $386, it really meant that I only spent $151 eating out. Outside of those events, because had I not been with those people, I would not have been at that jerk chicken, and I wouldn't have been at the crab shack. So that's why I'm counting my plate in with that. Household miscellaneous, I spent $44, and fun miscellaneous $122, and $50 of that was going to the ATM and pulling cash. Nails, I did not get my nails done in the month of October. They are looking cat raggedy. Look, not even the camera wants to look at them. Y'all, you know, people go and they get their nails done, and they get their lashes done, and they get their hair done, and they call it pampering. There is nothing pampering about that to me. To me, I feel like it's just a chore that takes up time. Precious time that I really don't have, because I'm forever making up time in other areas to include making these videos. So yeah, tell me down there if you find going to the salon to get your nails done and your toenails done. Tell me if you find that pampering or relaxing or self-care. Tell me what you think about those things. Okay. So I didn't get my nails done. However, my lash subscription did come out at $80. So I did budget $80 for my nails, but instead it went to a lash subscription, and I did not get my eyelashes done. I don't even know if I want to do that anymore, y'all. I call myself giving myself a rest, giving my lashes a rest, but honestly, I don't know. We'll see. So it was my grandmother's on my paternal side, my father's side, my father's mother. It was her 90th birthday, so we went to surprise her at Foxwood Casino in Connecticut, and that was really awesome. It was me, my two sisters, and my father. So I set aside $1,000 for that, and I only spent $551. So that was super dope. As far as investments are concerned, $1,780 went into my 401k and my health savings account. And then for savings and gifts, I said $985, but I actually saved $2,135 between savings and gifts. Now, I know I gave away more money than I originally anticipated, plus I saved more money due to the taxes that I have coming up in December, okay? So I gave us a pink in that because we put away more money. The extra house payment, this gets a blue. I said $4,500 for the extra house because a lot of you know that it is my goal to pay off my home sooner rather than later. And if you are curious to see where I am in my process, check out this video where we talk about my house mortgage payoff journey. And so I was able to do an extra $3,501 towards the house. Yoga, $180 for my membership, and I have another cruise coming up, and I put $900 towards that. And then I also decided to go see DeVal and Kadeen Ellis and their Deadass podcast, and for two people that is $173. If you add up all of those things, it comes to $14,270. So that is exactly what I did with my money in the month of October. So if my money was out in them streets talking about me, this is the story that my money would tell. What story is your money out there telling about you? Thank you all for being here, and I'm going to see you all in the next video. Peace.